Hey y'all, it's Zip. If you're watching this, it's because you're probably subscribed and you got that notification. But just in case you didn't, make sure you subscribe, please. Also, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Zips Anxiously Amazing. And you checking out my t-shirt, right? This t-shirt is from What's Felicity. You can follow What's Felicity on Instagram as well. And basically, it's a self-care blog. I felt like it goes with the theme of our video for this week. And I really like this t-shirt. It's comfortable as heck. And I won it in the contest. So why not show it off? Thanks for watching, y'all. And again, don't forget to subscribe. Welcome back to all my beautiful butterflies and my handsome sunflowers. Yes, my channel is for the guys too. Thank you all for returning to watch me again. And if you're new here, hey y'all, my name is Zip. That's it. That's all. If you'd like to know more about my channel, make sure you check out my welcome video. It is very entertaining. I'll be sure to put that link up for you all. And on today's episode, we are going to be discussing self-love because loving and appreciating yourself is much more needed than deserved. So let's get to it. We're going to start by talking about the difference between self-love and self-care because a lot of people tend to mix up the two. And although they are intertangled with one another, they're not quite the same thing. Personally, I refer to self-care as the action word for self-love. It's simply just the act of taking care of yourself. And self-care is really just all about how you're taking care of yourself physically and mentally. Are you deliberately setting aside the time to do things that make you happy, things that make you better, but not just make you better, things that are going to actually replenish you all together as a whole, from your mind, your body, and your soul. And just like that, we're going to go into self-love. Now, self-love is wholeheartedly about accepting your flaws. You have to accept your flaws, your mistakes, and everything. You have to be wholeheartedly okay with being yourself as a person. Now, self-love is truly being able to reflect with yourself on whether or not you're okay and you're living in your true happiness. Now, fellas, I want you guys to pay close attention to this part because you guys tend to neglect yourselves in the self-love department. And here's some questions we can all ask ourselves. Are we kind enough to ourselves? Do we respect ourselves enough? Are we taking care of ourselves as we truly should be? Are we catering to our own needs? Are we compassionate to our own insecurities, our own fears? Are we truly happy? And see, we keep getting back to that word happy because your happiness is really going to be centered on that self-love. You set the standard. Now, this part is super important for all of us. So please pay attention and do not let anybody tell you different. You are not selfish for loving yourself. Self-love does not make you selfish at all. I think self-love helped my anxiety because self-love really focuses on the opposite of everything that anxiety is. Anxiety is fear, it's worry, it's panic, it's just a bunch of bullshit, really. But excuse my language, it just comes from a whole bunch of things that just over time because we all have anxiety, so that's natural, but some of us experience it on a whole nother level. And see, we're that way because of a whole lot of the crap that we done been through. So self-love teaches you to undo that crap. Self-love really made me reflect on who I am, because how can you really love yourself if you don't know who you are? I mean, seriously, that's a legitimate question. When you get in a relationship with somebody, they want to get to know you to see if they love you as a person. You got to have a relationship with yourself as well. So If you don't love you, nobody's gonna love you right, because you set that standard. And it was like, I mean, because growing up, we hear our parents tell us, oh, love yourself. You're supposed to love yourself. You're supposed to love yourself. But nobody ever really defined that for me. Like, I honestly can't remember anybody ever saying, well, this is how you love yourself. So it was like, again, a matter of just undoing all the things that have been done wrong. Undoing the things that have been done wrong and just focusing on really getting to know who you are. So with that being said, it was just kind of like, okay, do I really know me? Like, do I really love who I am as a person? When I really dug a little deeper, I didn't like my attitude. I honestly didn't like the way I talked to people, because I started trying to put myself in other people's shoes. And I'm like, they talking to me like that and I don't like it. And girl, listen to how you talk to them. But I was also talking to myself that way. And see, that's the problem. So it's just a matter of really molding yourself into someone you can love, so that once you love you, you're gonna attract nothing but love. Trust me on that one. But focusing on the topic at hand, the self-love built confidence. It diminished insecurities. And insecurities are a huge trigger for anybody's anxiety. So I'm really still in the process of fully learning how to love myself. And I'm just here to, spread the love and promote the same thing for everybody else. Because I just feel like if it's something I can achieve and it's something that can help lower my anxiety, why not share it? Like, anxiety is tough for everybody, man. Like, from adults to kids, it's tough. And I think the world talk about it so much that people just kind of feel like it's normal now. But being a person that lives in that world, I know that it's not normal. It's not going to ever be normal. And I'm here to tell you that the first step in getting rid of a whole lot of your anxiety, I'm going to say at least between 40 to 60% of your anxiety, it's going to start with loving you first. It's going to start with accepting you and being okay with who you are. And if you're not okay with whatever it is about yourself, fix it, change it, however that may be. Nobody can tell you how to do that. It's your journey. It's for you to figure out. And hopefully, whatever your solution is, it works the first time and you don't have to keep re-experiencing the same thing. But the key is to learn. The key is to learn and to grow and to just flourish. So learn to love you, learn to grow with you, learn to accept you, and just watch how it flows. Just watch how it flows.